Live stream from the BAMBAM Beach Bar, and welcome to another beautiful day here on the beach. Look how beautiful the beach is. Yes, we have two more packages to unwrap today. This is the one, and this is a very strange one. So we are gonna do that, but first we need to have at least 100 viewers and minimum of 50 thumbs up to even be unwrapping them. If not, you will never know what is in it. Today, finally, again, wearing my beautiful Plan B, beautiful number 3, Huddle 3 cap, will be available when Bitcoin reaches 50k. So that will take a long time for some people to get that one. But why am I wearing the cap? Because in one of the packages is something related to Plan B. So really cool. So that was excitement enough. There was some news in the morning, like always in the morning. The first 10 minutes I will talk about some news, I will talk about the price a little bit, and then we will jump of course in the MMA and just having fun and some music on the back, and you know, that's how we do it. That's the way I like it. Something like that. Didi, come on, do normal. Pinky is in the house as well, of course. She's always in the house. She's doing the Thai massage on the beach. Take it to the sun. We live in the sun. Maybe my wife is also joining me later, but let's see. Some people come walking in. And the first thing I read this morning was an article on Bitcoin magazine. This one. Bitcoin is mathematical perfect. Bitcoin is mathematical perfect. It's a really cool article that shows you that there are mathematical patterns throughout Bitcoin that repeatedly result in numbers 3, 6, and 9, which shows it might be the key to the universe. So let's stop collectively saying to the moon. We will say to the universe. The way I just said it, that sounds really cool, because to the moon, it's getting boring now, we say to the universe. Okay, with that dark, deep voice of Darth Vader. But there's a cool article. It's on Bitcoin magazine, where you can see that the common present of 0, 1, 2, 6, fascinating, along with 3 and 9, is very fascinating that it combines everything in the algorithm, but also in the TA of Bitcoin and the moon and everything else. So please check that. It's a very simple calculation, but it's really cool to see. So if you are interested in all that astrology and mathematical stuff, do watch that article on Bitcoin magazine. I'm not being paid to tell you that it's Bitcoin magazine. It's just because Bitcoin magazine always shares my stories as well, so that's why I say Bitcoin magazine. Again, that was Bitcoin magazine. Now, some Korean regulators, that was on Cointelegraph, they are investigating banks because they have 6.5 billion tied to kimchi premium, which means that there's a massive amount of foreign remittances of cash that came from crypto exchanges. So they are not using Western Union anymore and all that retarded systems, but they are now using crypto exchanges. And now the banks are looking into this because the governments are looking into it, and the regulators, because of course you cannot legally just use an exchange and all that stuff. So a really cool article. I'm not going to go deeper in it, but I found it really interesting, and when I form an opinion, I will tell you more about that one. But that's a cool article. Then we have another cool article. That one is Celsius. You all know Celsius? Good morning all guys. I'm going to say good morning in a minute. I just will finish the news. The Celsius, they are running out of cash. Celsius is running out of cash. I should make a thumbnail. Celsius, something like that. They are running out of cash, and that is not good, because if Celsius runs out of cash, they will not be able to, after October, to continue to pay their people. Of course, the article discloses all the numbers, so if you want to know all the numbers, like how much they have left over, I think it's 100 million or something, and 130 million, but then they still have 700 million in stable coins and many other coins. So let's keep an eye on Celsius. We don't know where it's going. My wife is coming into the beach, my most beautiful wife. Yes, no elbow this morning. That was very, very beautiful as well. There is no other wife. There's only one wife. She's the only wife. You see, she's disturbing the news now. I love you. You want coffee?
I'll make it myself.
No. I make you my coffee. with the good ones. And that was the news, guys. There was not that like there's not many news. It's bear market, but the price. You want to see the price? You want to see the price? I think we are at 24,000 US dollar. So, if you watched my TA video yesterday, you would now say, pat on the shoulder, Diddy. You're right again. Yes, I'm always right. Ask my wife. You see, she's no. What no means yes, indeed. Goedemorgen, Barry. Goedemorgen, Romain. Yeah, Barry. Barry, you're not drinking yet, huh? No. Okay. Roel was drunk last night. He's waiting for you, but you're not hurrying up, huh? So, if you look at the 1 hour, guys, yeah, we had a retrace, and the retrace is now being followed by sideways movement. Let's see. If we look at the pattern that we've been following lately, that is the higher highs and the higher lows. I told you yesterday that last higher high was not massively high, and we should create a higher high, like a little bit higher. If we don't do that, that can be the end of that pattern. And that pattern, that was a huge pattern that started all the way back on the 19th of June, and we held that pattern now all the way to today. That's almost 2 months. This pattern can be broken. If we break it, then expect a bounce to a drop bounce, a drop to 22k, and that's a 2k drop that you can short. If you use the BAMBAM indicator, you can easily time that short, because then you know when the flag is red, you should short. To buy the BAMBAM indicator, go to the bitcoinfamily.com. Today we added the newest package, the bronze package, which gives you the BAMBAM indicator light only for 0.025 BTC, which is at the moment like a bargain. It's like $600, and you get lifetime access to a very beautiful indicator. Now, that was enough talking this morning, 7 minutes already. Good morning, New Zealand, maybe for Barry. Good morning from Portugal to New Zealand. Good morning, Crypto Lion. Good morning, Amsterdam. Good morning, Belgium. Good morning, Art Design. Good morning, Lee. Good morning, Barry. Good morning, Ella. Good morning, Fido, Dido. Good morning, Bert Goede. Gerardus, Rob, Barry. Again, Barry. Stop typing. Jans, Bongers, Camille. Good morning, Ilko. And good morning, all the rest of you beautiful people from the beautiful BAMBAM Beach here in Portugal. Yes, my wife does get crazy sometimes from my talking all the time. Do you want to know why I'm wearing the Plan B hat and why I showed you the package on the thumbnail? It's a combination. The package is related to my hat that I'm wearing today, but minimum 100 viewers, minimum 50 thumbs ups, else these packages won't be opened. Okay? Now you get 1 minute to ask my wife anything you want. Good morning, Purmerend. Is that my food? Romain, the first question, are you single?
Married with 3 children.
He's married with children. I'm Al Bundy.
Yeah. Love and marriage.
There's another beautiful woman here at the bar. If I turn around, the tits will fill the camera screen, but that's not a problem at all. She's really bomb, eh?
Dirty boy.
I'm dirty. You see what she says? I'm
Dirty
dirty. Where do you print the shirts? I don't know. She made it herself.
Thailand.
What?
Thailand.
Ah, Thailand. 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 Kelly. No, it's not Kelly. No. It's Ilse. Ilse. Huh? Ilse. Are you single? Okay, that were all the questions. That was like a minute. There were not many questions. I will wait till you wake up, motherfuckers. Plan B is a meme. Yeah, Plan B is a meme. Dogecoin is a meme. Elon Musk, or I call him Elon because he doesn't have steel balls. Elon Musk is also a meme. They are all memes. Why don't you work in the bar? Why don't you work in the bar?
They don't want me to work in the bar.
That's a lie. I want her to work in the bar, but she just doesn't want to work.
Too small. They don't want me to work.
You're not too small.
No, the bar is
The bar is.
work with many people.
She's lying.
And they want to keep control for themselves.
Control freak.
Definitely.
Yeah, you should work in the kitchen, they are saying.
Wat? Wat?
They are saying you should work in the kitchen.
I should work in the kitchen.
That was not nice to say against my wife. Okay, there is a very good friend of mine visiting me. I don't know, she doesn't want to be in the screen probably, but her name is Ilse. And the question, you can ask her a question. She knows me from the age of 15 years old. So if you have any questions about my youth, she will tell you the honest answer. Probably not, but... Oh, we have 100 viewers. So the first package almost opening if we have 50 thumbs ups. 20 more thumbs up. My daughter yesterday told me, yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna do the live with you, Daddy. Yeah. Is there a red flag on the 4-hour chart? I don't know. You need to check it yourself because I'm now watching your screen and the beach. I cannot say if there is a flag still. There was a flag, but that can also turn into a long again because in the 1 hour we just saw some green candles. How Ilse looks, she looks really nice in the morning. Yeah. Yeah. But we need to have at least 50 thumbs ups. I will show you Ilse and I will unwrap the package. I will. The question Billy Bitcoin is asking. Ilse, have you dated with Didi when you were young? No. No. The answer is no. We haven't dated. Okay. Any other? Oh, almost 50 thumbs ups, guys. 8 more. 8 more. Ilse, what do you like more, Portugal or Thailand?
Difficult question.
Come on, guys. If you have like 2 more thumbs up, you can see her while she's answering the question. Eh?
I think Thailand.
She thinks Thailand. Ilse, do you also have a nice son? Willeke is asking this.
Yes, 2.
2. We have 50 thumbs ups and we have 101 viewers. Here she comes. This is my morning view. Ilse. Do you see what I mean? Just check California. California got a complete new description or meaning now. That's Ilse. She's answering the question. So I'm not talking to a fake person. Of you think like he's talking, he's pretending there's someone. They are very good friends already a very long time, these two. Look, she's skipping the camera again. So you can ask any questions you want. Nice Junes over there. Ilse, are you already all in?
No.
No, she isn't. Okay. And now she's going to answer with the question, why not Ilse?
Nee, dat was echt niet doen. Dat is te jong.
She doesn't want to answer that. Ilse wants to be all in. Yeah. Nice view. Yeah, it's a beautiful view. Me too, Thailand. They also like Thailand as well. Yeah, Thailand is like Portugal is completely different. Like Thailand is up here when it comes to white beaches, palm trees, cheap food, cheap massages, healthy food, reggae vibe, backpacker vibe. And Portugal is more European. So Europe, I think Portugal. But if you ask me, if I wouldn't have kids that want to be partying in Albufeira, I would also be in Thailand, guys. All in, yes, that cash. Oh, we have 6. Okay, the first package. Yeah. Thanks for reminding. First package is going to be open. Anybody guess what can be in here? It will be fine with Roel. Roel is doubting to get in, Barry. Yeah, I don't know. Roel is like, he's like you a little bit. You stop talking the talk, but walk the walk. Look how Barry is reacting. Maybe you should connect with Roel, Barry. But that's so cool. You know that there's people in this view, in this chat, that already know my friends from the Netherlands because of the whole meetup stuff we had. So the package contains, this one, the most important one, exit fiat. And fiat is not a car. Fiat is all the like scam money in the world. Dollar, euro, like the money that's just printing out of thin air. Okay, and I think that one is sponsored by this one. Of course, people get a shout out. When you send me presents, you get a shout out. It's the cheapest way of marketing. Just send Didi a load of shit, and then you get a shout out. It was sent to me by this one. I think that one is very important to understand. Consensus Network. They are selling all kinds of books, all kinds of crypto and digital nomad related books. So that's Consensus Network. Maybe they should sell my book as well. The first book that I received is this one. Did anybody read that one? Consensus, 21 million. Bitcoin. Everything divided by 21 million. That is an interesting title. I'm thinking about tits again. It's morning sickness. Knut Snavolm wrote it by Jeff Booth, the foreword, and it's about 21 million. So that's for a man, so she learns a little bit more about Bitcoin. We have two of them. Maybe we do a giveaway, because Consensus gave it to us, and we can give it away as well. This is, wow, this is a really cool book. Choose Life. You know why I know this is a cool book? Because a friend of mine wrote this book. This is wrote by Daniel Prince. We visited Daniel Prince in France. He lives in a village, Sarlat, really beautiful village, and so they're also selling his book. It's a cool book with the tools, tricks, and hacks to live a life different than others. This is more digital nomad related. So that one, Barry, could be a cool one for wool. This one now is going to go on the fridge. Every sticker we get, it goes onto the fridge, and then from there the fridge will end somewhere in the world, maybe in my house. Or maybe we will rip off the door and then like sell the door as an NFT. You and me. There's another sticker. No. Okay. I promised to make my wife coffee, and I didn't do it again. So that was the books, guys. We received two of both of them from Consensus Network. Check them out if you want to have cool books. I think they even accept Bitcoin to pay your books with Bitcoin and all that stuff. Go to Consensus Network. I will need to check their website. But Consensus Network, crypto related, digital nomad related books. If you come to BAMBAM Beach, they will be here for you to read. Then this goes into the trash. Then we have one more package. That is the stock to flow. I just said something I shouldn't have said. The Plan B stock to flow model package. There. So we have 123 viewers, almost 100 thumbs up. So if we have 150 viewers and 100 thumbs ups, whoa, this is really heavy. This one is going to be open, and it's about, I think, 2 kilo. And when I shake it, it makes noise. Yeah. I learned this from the videos my kids watch. You need to make it more exciting. My wife doesn't like that. Look, there's my wife. She's probably,
Why don't I like it?
because she said, "Oh, Didi."
They will understand when you open the package. Not again!
Yeah, we will be a crypto library soon. You have the physical crypto library that you can ask anything you want, and you have the books as well. But they don't know as much as me. Books never know as much as people. People always know more. Because they write the books. It's like the chicken and the egg. Word jij hoeveel bent? Yeah, we are receiving more and more packages. I think they understand that when they send the package, they get free promotion on a channel with a few thousand views or something like that. That's a beautiful. Yeah, we have a digital. We have a soon to become digital nomad here as well, Ilse. And she already wrote a book. She now needs to sell the book, and then when she sells the book, she gets like a recurring income every month, and they can start traveling as well, everywhere over the world. At least when Roel reads that book first. Somebody bought a lot of bitcoins. He's coming to September in Lagos. Yes, very eindelijk, September. Good that you bought all the bitcoins. You see, again, perfect timing. I told you so. I told you so. You already have 6k profit per Bitcoin. And I'm not a financial advisor, guys. How much costs an apartment for a house rent in Lagos and possible to pay in BTC? It is possible, You can also buy a house in BTC. And it depends. If you come in July and August, you will be shocked by the prices because it's really expensive. But if you start to look for apartments around September, October, then the prices massively drop. And then you take a yearly rental agreement, which will bring you, if you are on the beach, like seafront, that's like 2,000-3,000 per month. But if you go like 5 minutes inland, it's 500 euros per month. So it depends. Yeah, Michael, the TA is in the beginning. So if you are now coming in, go back to the beginning of the video. There's a little bit TA already. But check my TA video from yesterday because that one was very important. That's why I got a lot of views, because it was very important. Okie dokie. Graag gedaan, Michael. Do we have any other questions? I have two beautiful women with me. Ilse, what did you do last night?
We went out for dinner and then I go back to sleep.
She went out for dinner. We all went out for dinner and then she went to sleep. Thanks, Michael, for the thumbs up. Thanks for watching all the videos. Hope you like them. Okay. It's not very active today, but we have always 100 thumbs up. So maybe 100 thumbs ups, I will open the package. And I know for sure you want to know what is in this one. Because listen. Now listen to my wife. You see? When they are on the telephone, they cannot do two things at a time. Boom. Yeah, he's awake.
Back on Earth.
Back on Earth. Yeah, you can ask her whatever she wants. Whatever you want.
Whatever
she wants. Yeah, my English still fucked up bad, huh? When you open it, you also have to taste a couple. I think Billy Bitcoin knows what is in it, huh? Not really cool, Billy. I think Billy knows what is in it, and he also knows I normally don't use that. Yes, I don't use that kind of stuff. Yes, you already have coffee. Look.
I made it
We
myself
have coffee,
with love.
cappuccino where the stick stands straight in the middle of the cup, so that's real good cappuccino. You see? She made it herself because she thinks I can't. I cannot open the package. I need 100 thumbs ups. You can force me to open the package, so 9 more thumbs ups and you're there. It's good for the YouTube algorithm. It's good for everything, and it's good for you to see the package, and for me to finally be opening the package because I don't know what is in it. I don't know what it is. This one I already know. Yes. But maybe I can give you a sneak preview. But you need to look really closely into the small tiny hole. You see? There is a bee. Something with bee. Something with bee. It's not a bikini. It's not boobs. It's not beer. It's not a beach. It's not a bitch. It's not a broom. No. It's not a butt. Do we have more words with a B? It's not a B. Watch the hole. Yes, you can. Yeah, you can watch the hole.
Stick your finger.
You can also finger the hole. You have to look in a very tiny hole to see what is in it. I have heard that many more times. It's a dildo. That's not a dildo. It's water bottles. No, it's also water bottles. Hey, the Phantom, Dennis. Good morning. Hey, Martijn. Water bottle. BTC energy drink. That could be cool. Have you look in the smile? Sometimes when you shout into this tiny hole, you get an echo. It's a Bitcoin symbol. Yeah, that was a Bitcoin symbol.
Not just the bee. The Bitcoin bee.
You are a prachtige familie, zeggen ze tegen jou, mensen. Ze zeggen, je bent een prachtige familie, jongen. Ah, ja. Martijn, you're right. It's a box. It's a doos voor de pompkamer. Kinda right. De pompkamer. We hebben een pomp. We don't have a pompkamer. We have a pain room. Now, yeah, she loves to have pain. It's like since she read 50 Shades of Grey, I need to hit her. Yeah, I wrap her up, and then I take my Bitcoin B. Right on the face. Oh shit, we have 102 thumbs ups. Okay, here we go. You're liking somebody's liking it on 7 accounts. That's cool. That's how you cheat the system, man. You cheat. I'm gonna unwrap it. Can we have some music? Drum ruffle. Oh, this is really cool. Look, you have never seen this before.
Owner of the kop.
Can you hit her from there? From there?
Can't do anything right.
Look, there we go. How cool is this? This is Bitcoin beer. It's called Hop to Flow.
But you just said no beer.
Yeah, I always lie. You know that I lie. I always lie to her as well. I have
pants on fire.
woolly lip, said Ilse says that. 21 mil, infinity sign, Hop to Flow beer. I can't think of something more cool than this. Zeeuws Kraftbier. So, for the ones that don't know Zeeuws, that's like in the Netherlands, a certain region. Zeeuws. Maybe you can scan the QR code to get more information. Does that work? I think that the QR code is too tiny. I will add the link somewhere down below the video, guys, so that you can see. Because I think it's too tiny. Too tiny, too small. Yeah, this is a really cool beer. I don't drink beer, but I think it's a very strong beer. It's 6.9%. 6.9%? How much is normal beer?
Like 4?
If you want to taste this, you should come here and then you should drink it. But I think it's going to be very expensive beer. I think like, let's make it 21 euro a can. 21 euro per can. But then you know how it tastes. I'm going to taste it. Ah, we have a taster.
He's not gonna drink.
We have a tester coming in. Check. Barry, your friend is there. He woke up from...
Bon dia!
Yes, that's the husband of the one with the beautiful dunes.
Het is weer zo laat.
Het is niet zo laat, jongen. Okay, it's 5. It's a Roel, you drink a lot of beer? 6.9%.
It's a lot.
It's more?
Yeah. 6 point.
I will double check because he just said it's a lot.
Nee,
Je hebt toch meegeschaad?
dat is een special beer.
Ah, you don't have
Zeg het
beer.
nogmaals, je hebt toch meegeschaad?
Ja. Oh jongens.
This is like normal Portugal beer. Look how ugly that one is. And this is the Bitcoin beer.
Je moest bij het tankstation zien en je moest in het centrum zien.
Look how cool.
Je moest bij de barbier zien. Ja, ik zie constant in dan.
Even mijn remvloeistof.
Ja, je moest remvloeistof halen en de baard
De
trimmen.
kapper.
So
Anders wordt de ergste kerstman.
Jim looks too much like Santa Claus, so you need to do the beard. And his car is broken, and he needs to. Normal beer is 5%, and this one is
Nee, die?
1,9 meer.
6.9.
De bingo.
Oh,
Dan pak ik
Bertha.
even bier en brood, maar dat ben ik nog vergeten.
I know for sure that the first question that Jim will ask is, are we gonna sell that? Even more beer in the fridge? Yeah, I'm gonna try it, guys. I just need to try it.
Oh, de sol.
You know what time it is?
Nee, ik heb net nog heel veel eten uit de koelkast. Gewoon een prijs begin geflikkerd. Het ging bijna lauw. Ik gewoon water doen. Ik denk van 2 weken af.
I normally don't drink beer, so don't watch at my look at my face because maybe let's see if we can make a schuimlaagje.
Maar als je de eimer gezien
It's,
dat spant helemaal de
look.
gewoon. Dan heeft er iemand in liggen te kotsen.
I think the color is really nice.
Eimer met afvalwater. Dit is het zo gram vol. Ik gooi er even.
Barry, I don't know yet. I really need to. I think we need to sell it because it's a Bitcoin beach bar, huh?
Hebben ze niet.
Nee joh. Ik kan de livestream toch alleen nog op helpen. Als ze bagels beginnen, ja. Ik wil wel eten voor.
Okay, normally I don't drink beer, but maybe now I will start drinking beer.
Ik snap het.
Oh,
Ik weet dat niet.
can you try it?
Ja.
Eindstuk.
He's gonna try it as well. I think it's a very good beer. Did you ever drink beer?
Lekker.
It's a good beer, hè?
Ja, it's nice. But heavy. Yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit fruity.
Huh? Oh. Yeah, our family
Oh,
drinks
better.
beer in the morning at 8. But it's a good taste. Hey, normally I hate beer. I don't like to drink
Dit is
beer.
hem.
But this is drinkable. This is drinkable beer.
Ja, fruit.
Yeah, welcome to the AA meeting from BAMBAM Beach. We're all anti-alcoholics. At 8 o'clock in the morning we test hop to flow beer. Hop to flow.
Ja.
Beer ook wel.
Die de man blieft.
Nee, dat mag niet.
No, I go for dinner.
Ja, ik ben aan het denken of ik überhaupt wel wil eten, maar ik kom ook gewoon even voor mij.
Yeah, look, that's how it always goes. I just continue working and they all leave me.
Moest ik wat hebben?
We take you breakfast.
Can I ask whatever I want?
Maybe.
Try.
Can I ask whatever I want?
Try.
I want you to suck my dick on camera. That will get more views. You need to think about the family.
Just for the views. You are really, yeah.
Obnoxious. Obnoxious.
Fucked
I'm
up in
fucked
the
up in
brain.
my head. Sorry that this is the beer. It's important to understand. If you drink this, not only Bitcoin goes up, but you will also feel strange in your head. I think there's weed in it.
Nee, je hebt zo'n stukje. Tot dadelijk.
Bis later. Pispita. I'm good. Barry is laughing. Barry's the only one laughing because he liked it. I will do it. But I will put this one in the fridge. So we have cold stock to flow beer whenever you come. Hop to flow beer. I need to say. I think it's really cool. It's based on the stock to flow model. That's why I said the cap. I really don't drink beer normally, but to be very honest, this one really tastes nice. It's the first time I have beer that is like nice. Hop to Flow is made by Dutch company. Citra and Mosaic. Hoppy, crispy, hoppy, easy drinking. Check it. Reggae Festival in Slovenia. Oh. I will put the can there because Jim needs to taste it later as well. Yeah, so you see how it works? They all go for beautiful breakfast and I need to stay here now. That's what you get when you work. Terrible. I don't like working. Yeah, Credit Pump It. Good morning. Good morning, Billy. No, this is really, that's the other one, Suck to Flow. Maybe that's the beer I'm gonna make. I don't know, it's also a little bit darker color than normal beer. Guys, this is really nice. Yeah, Roel said is a strong beer, so maybe that's why I like it, because I normally drink like stronger alcohols, so like Bacardi, so maybe that's why I like this one. But it's the taste is very nice. New clients coming, Bitcoin people coming in the house. So yeah, maybe they want to try it as well. It's a good taste. Crypto Pump It, it depends. We have a bronze, we have a silver, and we have a gold package. I think the bronze package at the moment is 0.025 BTC, which is around $600. I think the silver is around 0.045. And the gold is 0.06 bitcoins. So depending on which package you take, you get access to different sorts of indicators. So the gold package is of course the most expensive one, but also the most indicators. You get access to all the indicators. The bronze, you get access to all the bronze and the silver indicators, and the silver you only get access to the silver, but you can always upgrade. So if you start with the silver and then you decide, I want to go to the bronze, or start with the bronze and you want to go to the silver, and then from the silver to the gold, all possible over there, guys. And of course all the updates, upgrades will be given to you for free lifetime as well. Yeah, so that's that's all good. Yeah. Do we have any other news? Do we have any other questions that I can answer for you? Beer. Moche, good morning. Sorry for all the people coming in this early at 10 o'clock and see me drinking beer. It's just because we received hop to flow beer. I don't know, there's something with the color that I really like. It's like goldish, like a gold color of Bitcoin. So I think they did this on purpose. I think the beer color should be like the Bitcoin color. And that's why there's a fruitiness in it that I cannot. Yeah, it's you need to come and taste it. Bom dia. The crypto gift cards I would use is Bitsa. Bitsa is a company that I support in Spain. I introduced Bitsa to the Netherlands, so they now sell Bitsa gift cards. If you buy the Bitsa gift card, then you can, by scratching the code and all that stuff, you can, Bitsa, B-I-T-S-A. I think you can get them online in the Netherlands, but also in the stores like Telefoon, Opladen.nl, and all those kinds of stores sell them. They are really handy to give somebody for a birthday. A coupon, because then people are kind of forced into using Bitcoin because you give them for the birthday a Bitsa coupon. I will show you. For example, the cards they have. In the Netherlands. Yeah, I think you can like find them everywhere. Like they are also in stores, but you can also find them digital. It's these ones. It's called you see, Bitsa. So they are sold in more than 30,000 supermarkets in France, Portugal, Spain, Italy, but also in the Netherlands by now. So it's called Bitsa. Bitsa kopen. Maybe I need to search in Netherlands to get the Dutch results. So, for example, SMS beltegoed.nl. Just randomly taking a website, guys, and not being promoted because they sell them out also. But yeah, you get the prepaid Visa. You can buy that, and then you buy coupons to upload your Visa card, so debit card. So that's really cool. Yeah. Recharge.com. You can buy them as well. You see, you can buy 15 euros, for example, of Bitcoin. And then you buy a Bitcoin gift card, and then you give it to somebody, and then he can claim it in an app, and then he has 15 euro worth of Bitcoin, or 50, or even 100 euro of Bitcoin. It's like a small gift card that you can give to people, and just to make them an introduction to Bitcoin. Hey, we don't have music anymore. What happened? Music is back. Yeah, people are earlier now. The holiday has started, so the Portuguese people that are on holiday are also earlier. They're coming to play volleyball and all that stuff. So yeah, it's good that the days are becoming more busy now. No, we don't share the Lightning address, but if you want to send a tip, we can do to try to show people how Lightning works, guys. With Casa, I will use this one, so people understand that you can pay whatever you want from the other side of the world by using the Lightning network. So we have this one, BAMBAM Beach. I'm gonna zoom in on the QR code. So I'm gonna make a tip of €1 for the ones that want to give €1 tip. It's only for one person. So the first one that pays this one is directly being paid in Lightning Network. So I'm gonna choose Lightning Network for €1. Let's see, Lightning Network. Okay, and then I'm gonna turn the screen so you can scan the QR code. If you scan this QR code, you will be able to send €1 in Lightning. So this QR code create an invoice of €1. If you scan it, you can pay the Lightning transaction, and then the Lightning transaction will come in. Wait, I have a client. Morning, can I help you?
Morning. Do you have water?
Yeah, give me 1 second, I will give you water.
Okay, thank you.
So there's the payment coming in, guys. Payment received. Somebody just donated €1 by scanning the QR code. Really cool. That is how Lightning works. So wherever you are in the world, you just scan the QR code and you pay, and that transaction is now being done. For the new transaction, there is a new invoice being created, and then that new invoice again. Let me know if somebody else wants to test it. We can also test it with 50 cents. Water, big one, eh? The big one,
Okay, what's it?
cold or warm?
Cold, please.
Frio.
Frio. Thank you
You're
so much.
welcome. You're the lifeguard for
Yeah.
free.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. So that was how it works, guys. It's really easy to use. Thanks for the tip. I think Bernard just paid this tip. That's how simple the Lightning Network works. Now, people can pay physically when they are here in the bar, and they just pay. Bam, transaction being done. Or, you know, I show you the QR code, or I screenshot and send you the QR code, and you pay from there, or the payment link. I can send it there, and then it works. With gas, no gas. No, they are the live gas. They only want without gas. No private key, no nada. Nah, you don't need to use. You only need to send us BTC, and then you get access on TradingView and Aurochs to all the indicators. I don't need your private keys, don't need anything. No, we're not here to scam people, as other companies do and get already for us. This beer, guys, wow. For the ones that missed it, we just received this beer. We just received Bitcoin beer. Hop to flow Bitcoin beer. And it's 21 mil. It's really cool. So I think we should be selling this here in the bar. Instead of the normal beer, hop to flow beer. How cool is this? The taste is really nice. I just pre-tasted it with 3-4 people. They are all beer drinkers. I'm not a beer drinker, but I even could drink this one. There's a goldish, beautiful Bitcoin color to the beer, and it just tastes a little bit nice. It's not like bitter. It's brewed in the Netherlands, in Zeus, Vlaanderen, denk ik. Zeus. Normally I don't drink in the morning, guys, but if you get these gifts, then you need to do it. You pay a specific wallet. What do you mean, BBR design? We should do a call, by the way, on the charity stuff. Do you trade DeFi miners too? What do you think of them? No, I don't trade DeFi miners. No. Let me know more about that, because I have never looked into DeFi miners. Blonde beer, because it's that goldish color. Is that blonde beer? Okay. Oh, there's somebody coming in. That's a very important guy when it comes to taxes and paying Bitcoin and tax in the United States. I recognize him directly from Twitter. He has a massive following. He just is walking into the beach. Prepare all your tax-related Bitcoin questions, because the master of the universe of tax has just walked in. Look, yeah, all people walk in here in the lives, but this guy, important.
Hi everyone. It's great to be here. It's a beautiful day at Bam Bam.
It's a beautiful day. I just tasted Bitcoin beer. I know you don't drink beer in the morning. You do.
I presume it's not
My-
0-0 beer.
My whole family drank it. I don't drink beer. But in the morning, you will receive this gift. A whole box of this. Check. 21 mil. Hop to flow.
Hop to flow.
That's like, it's straight in Dutch. Dutch craft beer.
Very nice.
But look at the color. The color is like, I think goldish for the Bitcoin. That's the Bitcoin color of beer. But the taste, sorry to force you to drink beer in the morning.
It's quite all right.
That's pretty common, actually.
That's how we go. Look,
Cheers.
I'm just, because I'm not a beer drinker, you are.
So Linda's Irish, and she's got a discerning tongue.
But it is a good beer, isn't it?
Beautiful, beautiful for your breakfast in the morning.
7 sandwiches.
Excellent beer, excellent.
It is a good beer, isn't it?
Yeah, are we
Let's
going to
try it.
serve that here now all the time?
I received 1 or 2 boxes, but I think I need to
Yeah.
put them on stock because I really like how cool
I can
this
feel the hop to flow already.
Didi's YouTube channel is turning everybody into an alcoholic. That's the only way and reason I could talk about taxes when I'm drunk. It's hop to flow. Yeah, but I really like it, don't you?
Beautiful.
It's good. It's
absolutely gorgeous.
it's got a little bit of a fruity
That's what I-
taste. It's not too hoppy, so it's very nice. I think it's a great summer beer.
It's a great summer beer.
Definitely don't hodl it.
Don't hold it, drink it.
Drink it.
Okay, but to drink and test it with me, you see, you just come to the BAMBAM beach. Now, guys, I will give this guy a minute if you have a minute to just introduce himself and what he does, because it's very cool what he does, and I think it's very handy for a lot of people to start following him.
Well, I run a company called CryptoTax Audit, cryptotaxaudit.com, and we specialize in defending Americans on their taxes when they're audited by the IRS. So we basically offer car insurance for your tax returns, and we will, if you get audited, my team will recalculate your crypto gains, always very important. We'll then amend your return if that's appropriate, and then we'll defend you all the way through with the IRS through audit, appeal, and up to tax court. So we're super successful. We've probably done more audit defenses than anyone else, and we win about, well, let me rephrase it this way, 40% of the time when our clients get audited, we get a refund back from the IRS. Usually the IRS takes money, we get money back from them. So
That's why I like it, because we take money from the IRS. We say, like, kind of, fuck you to the IRS. We do obey, we are your slaves, but we take back money. That's why I like it. You know?
So check us out and find out more. And I have a whole company of people. We do our own gain calculation, return preparation, audit defense. So if you're American, we got you covered. If not American, I'm not there to help you.
Yeah, he's
And
like,
nobody offers this type of audit defense in the entire U.S. Nobody's doing it. We not only do we defend you, we'll review your past returns to see if there's an audit risk as a part of your membership. We'll also do an annual review of your taxes to see what sort of advanced savings options you can take advantage of. And we look for hidden refunds, and we'll take care of all your problems with the IRS, basically.
so
Nobody does that.
in short, they take care of you not paying too much tax on your bitcoins, and you will be able to buy more hop to flow because of that. In short.
And you can pay for your membership with beer.
Yeah, we met on this beach, to be very clear for the people that are wondering. You should expand worldwide. If you have any questions, but I don't know how much time you guys have, but just pop them in right now. Maybe it will take a
that'd
few
be
minutes
fine.
to ask some to answer some questions. Maybe he can help Jerry from the SEC.
No.
We are not helping those thieves. Sorry, I was saying that. I'm a Dutch. I'm allowed to say that. As a UN citizen, you cannot say that, but I can. Accountant with a shirt with a with a criminal like.
Oh, yeah, that's definitely. Your criminal co-conspirator.
Yes, he does. Okay.
Whoops.
Will the crypto tax regime change in Portugal?
In Portugal?
Yeah.
Hey, Portugal, the tax regime is a special tax regime because it's a poor country, so the EU doesn't put a lot of pressure on it. The unique thing about Portugal, as far as crypto goes, is they define cryptocurrency in very specific categories, whereas in the U.S. we define capital assets as being, anything, any type of property. So they have very specific categories, and crypto does not fall into any one of those. They do have another category called investments. So when you sell an investment back and forth with dollars, that would be taxable. But the simple way to treat that is to always go to a stable coin before you go to cash. It wouldn't appear as though there's any gain from a Portuguese point of view. The government has basically said they're not looking to enforce anything more on it. There was talk by one of the finance ministers to start taxing crypto, but it was just a trial balloon and it went nowhere. And I think they realized that there's a significant benefit here. And if things get bad on the continent, you can go to Madeira, which is autonomous in their tax code, and they do have a zero tax policy towards crypto. Madeira is an autonomous region of Portugal, and it's protected by the EU. It has its own type of government out there. So, that tax-free status would be President Madeira, which is very nice.
Yeah, Madeira. Yeah, that one. Yes. Guys, can we get some thumbs up? This kind of knowledge is not shared on any other YouTube channels because they only make thumbnails like this, with the price going up and down. This is like knowledge. You drink beer in the morning, you get knowledge, all for free, guys.
Yeah. I have my law degree on international financial regulation, including international taxation. So I'm very familiar with international taxes.
So he knows what he's talking about.
I know what I'm talking about. I'm not winging it.
And he's not here to advise me about taxes because I'm illegal. He's not even. My bitcoins are all non-KYC. 12% is KYC. So yeah, I need to pay tax on those 12%. Publicly stating that now here on YouTube as well. 12%. Come and tax me. Okay, there we go. Do we have more? Your clients mostly Are your clients mostly millionaires?
Honestly, yes.
He's very honest. Yes.
And one guy says, "You should call me the Get Back the Tax Man."
He's the Get Back the Tax Man.
That's funny.
And most of them are millionaires.
I should mention my Twitter handle is
please.
the CryptoTaxFixer. CryptoTaxFixer.
CryptoTaxFixer on Twitter
And Instagram.
I'm following him as well. I retweeted one of his tweets, so you can scroll there. But I will tag his Twitter and everything in the video after uploading it. How many should crypto grow before I go to Portugal? Portugal is not that expensive, guys.
Well, look, you can come to Portugal anytime. I mean, what you're doing, the taxable event occurs when you sell. All right, so if you buy now, prices are low, and then you can come now. You can come a year from now or 2 years from now when the price is much higher. The key is when you sell it, you want to be a Portuguese resident, which takes a little planning. Let's put it that way. But definitely, Portugal. I don't see any change in the Portugal tax arrangement in the near future.
To be clear, guys, I'm gonna search his Twitter and then also show the Twitter in the screen so you can always find it.
Internationally, the IMF and all the countries get together. They have this thing called the Financial Action Task Force, and they're trying to regulate cryptocurrency, but it's just elusive for them. One of the things they're trying to crack down on right now is NFTs and tumblers. In fact, in the U.S., they cracked down on the Tornado Cash, tumbler environment. Here's my website.
This is the Twitter, guys. So for the ones,
backwards?
maybe you can also, one of you already posted in the chat, so that everybody can find him in the chat and visit his Twitter as well. If you send Bitcoin from an exchange to a hardware wallet, do you also pay taxes?
No. In the U.S., no. If it's your asset, you're moving it. That's that's no tax on that. It's only tax when you dispose of it. That is, you sell it, exchange it, give it to somebody else, etc.
I don't know how it is in the EU. I don't think you pay any taxes if you send from an exchange to a. Only when you exchange it into euros again or to your bank account. I think you start to pay taxes here as well.
Because you're not really experiencing income. Income comes when you sell it. So just moving it from here to there, there's no income occurring. So there's nothing to be taxed.
What is the percentage of tax on crypto in the USA versus Europe? So what's the difference between?
Well, that's a great question. In Europe, you have high tax rates. I mean, here I think in Portugal it's like 45%. I mean, not in crypto, but general income. That's not unusual rate across Europe. I mean, even in Canada, you can get much higher when you add in the provincial taxes. In the U.S., we're taxed at two levels: at the federal level and at the state level. There are a handful of states that have no tax, so that's great. Or high states, like California, has 13% tax. Now, for at the federal level, with crypto gains, again, you're only taxed on the gains, not the sell price, but the profit. So, and you're going to have some winners and some losers. So it's the net profit that you're taxed on. It's taxed at if it's held less than a year, then it's taxed like ordinary income, which in the U.S. is depending on how much you make, might be 22 to 35% on the high end, 37 perhaps. And then if it's long term, if you hold it long term, if you're a hodler and you're holding it more than a year before you sell it, then your tax rate's only 15 to 20%, much lower, which is always a smart thing to do. So the two biggest tax saving strategies in America is to hold something a year before you sell it and not live in a state where there's a state income tax.
This kind of advice, guys.
In general, I think the U.S. When you add in the state tax and compare it to the U.S., the U.S. is not really excessively high compared to the rest of the world.
It's like only the Netherlands and Germany are, I think, cheaper. Like the Netherlands is 1.3% capital gain tax, so it's only 1.3% on every Bitcoin because Bitcoin is considered as capital, so capital gain tax only. And Germany, if you hodl your Bitcoins longer than 1 year, it's 0% tax. So if you trade in a year, you pay tax in Germany, but if you hodl them longer than a year, it's 0% tax. So the Netherlands and Germany are kind of cheap as well, but not as cheap as Portugal because it's 0% tax.
That's right.
Yeah.
And I think what's also nice is, like, when I was over in Spain, you can't do any trading unless you're using Spanish exchanges and you're running it through Spanish banks. And they have very high control over crypto revenue stream. So moving money to an exchange from a Spanish bank is it's a monitored activity. Whereas here in Portugal, perhaps in other countries, they don't care as much, where the money's moving from. So it's a little less restricted. So there's a lot of diversity in Europe, which is nice.
Which is also connected to the article I just talked about. Maybe that's a really cool one. I talked about an article, and because there was a news article today, that is this one. The Korean regulators investigate banks over 6.5 billion tied to kimchi premium, which means they started to overseas remittances through crypto exchanges. Banks. So banks are using crypto exchanges for overseas remittances, like 6 billion. Now they are being looked into. So yeah, that's the same story a little bit that he just told us. That's what the Koreans already do officially illegal, the banks. I think they do more stuff illegal there, but that's their problem, of course. But yeah, it's a really cool article we just also discussed.
This is we're into an interesting problem. I mean, they've been wrestling really for 8 years now to try how to regulate cryptocurrency, and they struggle with it. But now we're on the cusp of having central bank digital currencies. So a central bank digital currency, they're going to want to treat that just like cash, like currency. So you're going to, currency is not taxed. So it's taxed. But when you move between cryptos and central bank digital currency, you're jumping between two different asset classes. Currencies and property. So this creates a whole lot of confusion. It's just going to get messier and messier. My experience is that the messier your trading is, the less able the authorities are to tax you in an audit.
Yeah, that's, I think, why I use the phrase always, you need to spend Bitcoin as well, and by spending it, you create a complete huge amount of traces of your bitcoins going there, which makes it all a little bit more more difficult for them to trace everything you have. And then you have the coin mix and everything. But that's all illegal advice. The thing I just realized, I didn't even offer you a coffee or nothing. Do you want a coffee or?
Well, you offered me the beer. I appreciated that.
You can have a beer.
That was great. Thank you very much. I appreciate that, Dee. No, that was great. I needed the beer.
This early. So
Yeah.
yeah, I think he was doing already the bookkeeping for all those people. Tornado. Yeah, Tornado had some issues as well, but we discussed this already. The whole Tornado issue, software developer issue. I'm really mad about this. Really mad about this because it's impossible to. What the Netherlands did is like impossible. You cannot put a guy in prison for helping to build an app. That means all the developers of Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, all should be in prison now because those platforms are used to scam people. So if you create something beautiful, we all know the whole Ross Ulbricht story, that doesn't mean that you create it for criminals to use it. And when criminals use it, I don't think that the developers should be in prison. So what the Netherlands just did with the Tornado Cash, I just really don't like it. But that's other discussion. Guys, we have the most important tax influencer in the world here on the beach of BAMBAM Beach. And we should be discussing more that than instead of the Tornado Cash developer issue. That makes me furious again. Yeah, that's right. How much is the rent for the house you are renting out? The house is already rented out. I think it's rented now by a German family for another year. So it's gone. Shiba Inu, yeah, they always go directly against how to buy goods daily such as beer at BAMBAM Beer with BTC on the US tax system. Oof.
Well, that's interesting.
Very
On the U.S.
interesting
tax
question.
system, that's the interesting. Well, here at BAMBAM, we pay for beer with the Lightning Network, and so Lightning, tier 2 or layer 2 blockchains are very tough for the IRS to understand and manage and track. And plus, it's a plethora of little teeny transactions, which just overwhelms them. I mean, when we look at if we were to take your transactions, when you think of how many Lightning transactions that happen, we're into thousands and thousands and thousands of transactions. And when we look at Lightning from a gain calculation point of view, of course, it's very complicated to tell when something is moved, when ownership is transferred, because of the way channels operate. It creates a whole layer of complexity that allows us in an audit just to run circles around the IRS because they don't really understand. The IRS, I just was watching a show about the IRS. The IRS put this on. They're talking about cryptocurrency. And they came out and they said, well, in Bitcoin is different than the other ones because it doesn't have smart contracts.
Yeah.
And
You didn't see the Taproot upgrade.
Yeah, you didn't see that. You don't understand the Lightning Network. You don't understand anything.
Yeah.
And they're still talking and thinking this way. I mean, they're
They are a little bit behind. I think
they are.
10
And
years.
One of the, it's great in the U.S. They're not, the IRS employees are not allowed to buy cryptocurrency because it's a unregulated
Yes.
essence. So they can't buy it. And as we all know, all your listeners know, you need to buy it, you need to try it, and do it before you can actually start to understand it. So it really impedes their ability to know.
And there was a very interesting question. Is staking income tax?
What was the question there?
Is staking income tax?
Oh, that's a great question. Very hot question. Staking, the IRS there are no laws or regulations specifically addressing cryptocurrency in the U.S. All we have is IRS guidance about how to apply laws about stocks and bonds to crypto, right? So it's just guidance. Now, in their guidance, they have taken the position that that would be interpreted that staking income would be taxed upon receipt. That is, when you receive it, it's considered taxable income then. So the example would be, if I receive staking rewards, let's say they're worth $100, the day I receive them, that's considered $100 of taxable income. It then appreciates and I sell it later for $150. So I have $100 of income upon receipt, $50 of gain when I sell it. That's how the IRS would like you to look at it. However, a lot of people stake and continue to hodl the staked coins. And a lot of people feel like it's unfair that I should have to pay taxes on something where I have not seen any money from it, right? So there's of course, the Tezo staking case. It's a court case where the guys it's a test case that they're pushing against the IRS to force the judge to rule that staking should not be taxed on receipt, but rather taxed when sold. I think, and the basis of this is the idea that staking coins are created property. They're not derived from someone else. I didn't get them from you. I didn't get them from anyone else. It's created. And for example, a baker creates a loaf of bread. When it comes out of the oven, he's not taxed when it's created. He's taxed when he sells the loaf of bread. Ford Motor Company makes a car. They're not taxed on the income from that car until they sell it. See, and this is because it's created. And now you could say, well, staking, well, no, there's some verifier who's creating it. No. He's an agent that people gather together to have, an unincorporated partnership to earn the staking rewards. The staking rewards are inherent, built into the nature of most coins. So I think it's a very strong case. We recommend a lot of our clients treat staking as taxed on sale, which is a much better approach.
Guys, to be very honest, I'm even blown away already by the knowledge. We only had some chats about drinks and everything, and now I'm like, oh shit, this guy really knows what he's talking about. But I only see 177 thumbs ups, and I think this guy has so much gunpowder again to share with all of you. We should do a really cool video, but then edit it and everything with all these, figures into it and graphs into it, because I think it's very important for you to understand that when you need to obey the law on paying tax, you do it the right way, and that is when Clinton comes in and helps you to avoid to pay too much, because I think a lot of people really don't understand what they are doing. And they
this is a big. I mean, in the U.S., we know the IRS knows that over 50% of crypto investors are not even reporting it on their taxes.
Yeah.
There's a lot of reasons for that. Part of it is they didn't know, right? Yeah. But secondly, they don't know most crypto investors have never invested in anything else. Yeah. So they're new to the whole, event, and so they're pioneering it. And it's very complicated, especially if you do enough trading. It's very complicated to figure out how much did I really make. This went up, this went down. What did I buy it at? I bought it at 10 different prices. I don't know what So
there is no hodl rule in the U.S. Like if you hodl, you just Bitcoin, you don't trade. There's always tax.
Well, there's no tax on
hodling, but when you get it, take it out, the profit.
So I buy Bitcoin at 1,000. I buy it at 2,000. I buy it at 3,000, 4,000, 5,000. It's now 20,000, and I sell it.
Yeah.
Well, how much? I only sold half of them.
Yeah.
Well, how much did I gain? Which ones did I sell?
Yeah.
And do I? So there's a whole lot of questions there that are very tough for the average person to think about. So there's online services, these crypto gain calculation services like coin tracking. Yeah. But let's be honest, these are kind of. I mean, it's about as exciting as balancing a checkbook. It's as unpleasant. It's not fun stuff. And most people struggle with doing it right. Yeah. I mean, our staff, we train them for 3 months before they're doing that. Yeah, and these people think that, these services tell you can do it overnight. So that's the challenge. So one of the things we're working on is an estimating spreadsheet that you could use to type in the different types of income and kind of estimate how much gains you did have. Because ultimately, even though you're paralyzed because you can't come up with the exact amount of gain you had, you still need to pay taxes. So you make a good faith estimate on your tax return and say, I think I made this amount. We'll show you how to do that. But at least if you report a fair number of taxes that you believe, I believe I made this amount of income, more or less. Report that, pay taxes on it, and then if you do get audited, you'll know that you paid a fair amount of tax, and you believe the number you believe in is honest.
The right number. Yeah.
Well, I mean, because you're the expert. You know what you did. I think I made this money, I lost this much amount of money, and it's in a range. I mean, I talk to people all the time, I have no idea how much I made. I have no idea how much. Did you make $1 million? They go, no, I didn't make $1 million. Did you lose 100,000? No, I didn't lose 100,000. So you actually do know. Yeah. And you push them back to, you tighten that range to a point where I can sleep with that number. And you don't have, it's very difficult to be exact. IRS struggles with a lot. They can't be exact. That's how we win audits.
Yeah, I think they're already too busy with the normal tax things. So I don't think they all even have time to.
It's too complicated for them.
How do you manage clients with multiple exchanges? good faith accounting, yeah, I think it's very difficult.
With multiple exchanges, most of our clients have multiple exchanges. Usually about 5 or 6. We had one client had 75 wallets, 15 exchanges. It takes a long time to do these analysis. Plus DeFi gets very, very, very complicated. Yeah, we do it all the time. That's most people we do gain calculation for. We had one guy who was Austrian, he was American living in Austria, and he was a high frequency trader. He ultimately did about 40 million trades.
40 million.
So,
Good luck.
yeah, all the tools kind of choke at 50,000. So we had to take a different approach to getting to a right number, but we got to a good number that we could live with. Everything's challenging, especially as long as you're on exchanges. There's a pretty good chance you could take those numbers and dump them into one of these services and get within 80% of where you want to be. But when you get into DeFi, you're just jumping off the rails. None of those services can handle DeFi, NFTs. None of them can handle NFTs. And despite what they say, they can't handle it, because the problem is not knowing how much you sold the NFT for. The problem is figuring out what did you pay for that one for. Yeah. Once you get past a dozen or two dozen NFTs, you can't map it out. The blockchain is not your friend in an audit.
No. Because it's transparent, guys. People still don't understand, but it's transparent. They can track it. But there is one cool exchange that I'm an investor of. It's called apex.exchange. It's a new exchange, a new type of exchange, what I think will push the whole new bull run in 2024-5. And that one is decentralized and allows you to use leverage while you trade from your own wallet. So you can have an anonymous wallet, connect to a decentralized exchange, and trade with leverage. Just imagine how many trades and how many leverage trades that will be. And for those that are now being forced into KYC regulations in some countries, that will be the solution. So check it out. The links are down below the video as well. It's called apex.exchange. There's a huge exchange behind it that wants to serve the KYC forced clients as well in a different way. And I think this one is going to be huge in the next run, providing liquidity.
See, that's the type of thing that's driving the international financial regulators nuts.
That's why I invest in them.
I mean, ultimately, they're trying to push everybody into KYC and the travel rule and all this stuff. So ultimately, you got to imagine that a portion of your holdings are in KYC exchanges, and because you need those in order to move to banks. Yeah. But then you may go to a private wallet. From the private wallet, you're now into a non-KYC environment, off the grid environment. In fact, I knew there's a lot of businesses down in Panama that are all specializing on basically the shadow crypto marketplace where it's all non-KYC. And this is going to be very tough for the government to regulate. I mean, they want to put the travel regulations on, but you take it into your private wallet and move it over to another exchange. I mean, it's very tough for them to clamp down.
And it's also I find it a very difficult issue, because I told you guys, I shared my story from the last time I flew to Portugal. I had a huge issue because I was in the Netherlands, and in the morning a guy asked me, can we do a little bit, can we sell some BTC for cash? I took some cash. I went with the cash into an airplane to fly to Portugal. They stopped me at the customs. They asked me, how many cash do you have? I told them it's a little bit more than normally usual. It was 50K. They took me out of the line. They were arresting me, and they were calculating everything. And they told me, Didi, you cannot travel like this. Can you prove it's yours? Of course I can prove like me. You read the news. You know I have money. So why are you forcing me to prove this? And then they told me it was a very difficult law because cash could be used by criminals. So I asked the guy from the customs, so if I would have traveled with a Rolex of 500K, would I have been stopped? He's like, no, you wouldn't have been stopped. So I can travel with a Rolex of 500K or clothes of $1 million worth of shoes, whatever, and you don't stop me. But if I travel with the most legal stuff that you print cash, I cannot. So tell me the difference. And then they were like, yeah, that's why you should travel with Bitcoins, Didi. Just stay to Bitcoins, stick to Bitcoins. And that was again for me the proof that I should stay to Bitcoins, because I can travel with millions of dollars without even having it with me, just with 24 or 12 words in my head to the other part of the world, and just take the Bitcoins there in an OTC deal, over the counter, or which other way. So that's, I think people need to understand, of course, the governments want to regulate and know who is owning the Bitcoins and have you paying tax on it, but it's very difficult, guys. It's very difficult, and that's why you need experts to help you with this, because I think, in my opinion, I would not know how much tax I should be paying now, because we have been living in the Netherlands, we've been living in Portugal, Thailand, all over the world, and we've kept moving around. So which country I pay tax? I don't know. So I think I need his help as well a little bit. At least for the 12% that I still have, like KYC. I bought that one in Kraken, 2017.
You know, I did my dissertation on money laundering.
But about money laundering, yeah, that's a good one. There was a woman here, a notary. A notary comes to the bar, and she's like, "Yeah, Bitcoin, it's money laundering." And I'm like, "You still really don't understand it." And she's like, "Yeah, can you explain it?" So I explained it as simple as possible, like this. I told her, "So, this is my cash, and on the bottom there's some papers. Take this one." I asked her, "Do you think I will pay tax on that?" And she's like, "Yes, of course." I said, "Of course not. This is cash. This goes into my pocket. I know you will never know I have it." And she's like, "Yeah, but that's not how you should do it. That's how I do it." So then I showed her my blockchain wallet, my Bitcoin income, and all the transactions. She's like, "Yeah, but it's a database. You can change it." I said, "That's where your knowledge fills. This is unchangeable. This is what every government should want. They can see exactly how many Bitcoins came in here and tax me on it." Of course, that's a Trojan horse to get the government as far to do it, and then in the end we coin mix them and they still don't pay it. But at least the first step is showing them the difference between like transparent blockchain transactions that can't be changed against that. And then she was like, "Yeah, maybe I need some more education on it." I'm like, "Yeah, because it's simple as that."
Well, that, you know, in
They
accounting,
don't understand it
well,
yet.
like if you have a company have books, right? You keep books of all your cash, a cash journal. These things, another word for that's called a ledger,
Yeah.
right? So you have your cash. You'd have to, having done the transaction, you didn't have to add it to a ledger. Whereas with Bitcoin, it's already there. That's automatic.
The difference is, this is my cash ledger.
That's the way Jim keeps it.
And the Bitcoin ledger is other. Guys, I think I need to stop the live because my favorite alcoholic is coming in and he wants to drink beer. Do you have anything else to share with us? Because I really appreciate you sharing this knowledge,
you know,
of course.
I'm going to be speaking at 3 conferences coming up.
Okay.
Going to be speaking at the Rare Bloom conference, which is a Cardano conference in Denver in the middle of October, and then at the Litecoin conference
In Vegas?
In Vegas.
Cool. I've been there as well.
So we're doing that, and I'll be one of the top speakers there. And then I'm also going to be doing the Pacific Bitcoin conference in Los Angeles, and that's like November 10th and 11th. So I hope you can come. If you come to those events, love to see you, and please let me know that you heard about us on here on Dee Dee's channel.
Just to be very clear, you just realized that we have like the king of Texas here in the BAMBAM beach. He's speaking on all the big conferences, but not before he just spoke here in my Bitcoin family channel. Because we always have the most awesome clients and the most cool people when it comes to Bitcoin, and yeah, avoid paying tax or paying tax, whatever you choose. But he was here first. Now your conferences can take him. Okay? Guys, I'm really thankful for you being here again for 77 minutes already. Thank you for joining the channel. Please, if you did like it, give another thumbs up, share with your friends and family, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. While I will upload this, please look down below at the first into the first comment and into the description. I will add all the links to Clinton's websites, Twitter, socials, and everything. Thank you so much. It was randomly. It wasn't planned. It wasn't planned. He just comes in and...
I just walked in. My wife's over here.
Yeah.
We're enjoying the weather.
I now also understand why he has a very beautiful wife, because you know all those 40 million transactions you need to do daily, you get like stuck in your head, and then you need to get rid of those emotions by having a very beautiful wife and do some bam bam. But that's another side of the story. You can ask him yourself when you visit all these conferences.
Bam, bam.
Thank you so much.
Excellent.
Guys,
Excellent,
give it a
dude.
thumbs up. Share it with your friends and family.
a pleasure.
Thank you for being here. Come to the bar and drink, of course,
Infinite bit beer.
hop to flow, because that is how we pump Bitcoin into universe. Ciao, ciao. Bye, bye.